Hey everybody, and it is You're seeing my face, so that means it's the last Tuesday of the month, or you're watching this in the future, and thank you for that as well. We got a great show lined up, but it's not just me. It's actually all on everybody else. So where's everybody at? The people you came to see. Don't you hide, Shamira. Trish, don't you hide. They're talking about you. They're here to see you. They're here to see you. This is March so-and-so. It's Women's History Month. We also got some St. Patrick's stuff happening, Clover, and all the good stuff. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time.
Right?
Crystal, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. Prop water, object with water hits every time. I'm telling you right now. Shout out to the audience for being here. And just a little notes about the show. If this is your first time seeing us, we're in a hangout. We're trying to be the best version. We're trying to be as human-like as possible. All right? We're doing our best. But then when it's time to have some fun, and with that, we're going to leave the hangout. We're going to get a little trippy, and we're going to be doing something else. We're going to be doing some fun, some games, some additional tomfoolery. All right? So that's what you can expect. So we're going to go back to our hangout. And now we're human again. Just like that. So we have a couple of things. We got a special guest. We got Tia. That's you.
Hey.
So Tia decided to join the party this month against better judgment, most likely. And it is too late because we're live now. And then we have some internet friends that gave us some suggestions. Can we see those internet friends we'd like to thank for doing homework? Woo! We have Curious _ Love 26, Vane 85, Missy G, Little Cutie, Mark Ziva 317, Rec 71. Shout out to y'all for doing homework when you didn't have to. Y'all the real heroes. And here are the suggestions. Like I said, it's Women's History Month. And we asked you all, what famous woman, alive or not, or fictional, would you like to have dinner with? And for disclosure, I did not say my own name because I know how I eat. I don't want nobody to have to deal with that. So I did not put me on the list.
I think we should guess who did that, Larry.
Ooh! It wasn't him. He's also seen how I eat.
So
the list, anybody who said that has not actually seen me eat in person, because it's here, it's everywhere. You're gonna see. So, but yeah, let's talk about some of these names on the list. I have a couple of my favorites, but I want to hear from y'all.
I'll say Olivia Benson is definitely a favorite, but you almost never see her like sitting and eating. She's always on the go.
That's more of a reason why you probably need to eat with her.
Isn't the whole point really not the eating part, but just the conversation? Or is it legit to eat with them? I always thought it was the conversation.
It could depend on the person. Like maybe they're a good cook or something, like a Martha Stewart vibe. I think it's like the intimacy, like, hey, we're here, we're eating, pass me the salt. I want advice, you know?
Yeah.
So you're getting advice over apps is the goal.
That's the name of the program, yes.
Advice over
Advice
apps.
over apps.
If I can say that, put that up again, Felicia Rashad. Does anybody remember when she was presented? Someone tried to present it to her, the award, and they were like, Facilia Rashid. And it was like a whole thing at the award show. Facilia Rashid. And it was like,
no, I don't.
Yeah, it was like
an Adele Azim thing.
It was kind of like that. It was like, you did not mess up Felicia Rashad's name.
I feel like if you are given the task, the responsibility, the honor to introduce someone, you should probably look up the phonetics. At the very least. That's the bare mini.
Right.
Bare mini.
Can we recognize Tina Turner? Hall of Famer.
Oh,
Duh.
rolling on. We would all roll on the river.
Please. And if there's anybody who deserves like women's to be all about her, all the stuff she went through, there you go.
Oh my gosh, Women's History Month.
Like the fact that she had to leave a whole country to get some peace. She like, I'm going. Where'd she go to? Sweden, Switzerland?
Switzerland, I think.
Well, like she went to be with her husband, who kind of saved her life. Like I'm talking about the good husband, not the
yeah. I don't think anyone has ever referred to Ike as the good husband.
No, never.
I didn't know she had another. Oh, the guy who was super young. I just remember that her next husband was like very young.
Yeah, he gave her a kidney or something like that.
I didn't know that.
Oh, that's what you meant. Got it.
I thought he meant like just made a better way for her.
Yeah.
He gave her a kidney. No.
I thought it was the emotional saving of the life too, but it's
I didn't know that
too. But yeah.
Does anyone else think Uzo is one of the most underrated actors in ever?
Yes.
No.
Did you ever see her in The Wiz?
I
Cut.
think. But yeah, the other stuff.
well, the show that's out right now on Netflix, The Resident,
Amazing.
right?
Yeah.
Residents. I haven't seen it, but I keep seeing ads, and I'm like,
Is it? No.
I started.
Shut up! I'm not gonna spoil. I am.
All
Yeah,
I
don't say it. I'm partway
I don't
through.
spoil.
Don't.
I can't spoil it because I
In
haven't.
the refrigerator. I don't spoil.
I can't spoil it because I haven't seen it. But there's a scene that's floating around that's like they're standing around the White House. It just felt like a Who's on Third. Like I want to go downstairs. Why? Because. Why? Because. Why? Because. And I was like,
I will say.
Shonda, okay? Like what is this? But anyway, that's fine. It's gonna be fine.
So I would say two things.
Yeah.
My dad just brought up Irene Carr from Original Sparkle. I did see the Original Sparkle. I don't remember the character, but I'm just gonna say yes and to Donnie J because that's what we do around here.
Because you have to.
Yeah, literally. And then secondly, it is I binge watched the whole thing. See? That's my dad, Tia, in case you're wondering. If you ever see a man with an oversized hat that looks like me, man in like late 70s, that's my dad, most likely.
Man.
But that is a good show. Binge it. You will enjoy it.
Does she go down? So does she go downstairs or not?
I mean, eventually
Well,
everybody.
we can't give it away.
You're right.
Did anyone see Uzo in treatment? Did anyone see that show where she
I saw
was?
a clip of that. Maybe
Oh
it's just the style of show.
It was good. You had to get into it, but yeah. Anyway, very underrated.
Shout out to Uzo. Shout out to Uzo for the arms. You know, she's got. That's an inspiration for me always.
Her and Viola, like they be doing their thing. Like
Viola's just
everybody on this list be doing their thing on the work. Not Crystal Jennings.
Crystal
Jennings
Jennings, you're right.
in Aquafit.
You too.
But I would love to find out more about Crystal Jennings after we go and do some scenes. Okay, so with that, we're going to go do some scenes.
Sharks, I am here to ask for. Is there a way we could have the music? That's just a very serious pitch for Shark Tank. The music's going to remain? Okay. Thank you. If you want to have dinner with someone that you care about, you might call a friend, you might think of a celebrity, but have you ever actually had a time machine take you to a restaurant with the celebrity of your choice? That's why I'm seeking $1 million for 20% stake in advice over apps. If you're hungry and you want some talking, then you got to get to walking to the time machine provided by Advice with Apps. That's actually
Barbara Corcoran, real estate mogul, have actually created a time machine, but it was more so to go back and relive my first love. This sounds very promising to me and possible.
That's what we're going for. Thank you.
I'm that guy.
Which one?
I'm the brother who likes
Damien, we are so happy
Yeah.
to have you on the team. We absolutely love you, and I love Sean John. Not that one. Fubu.
Nope, not Sean John. Not Sean John.
I love Fubu as the clothing. Thank you for that.
All right, yeah.
Tag out everybody, please.
What? I'm done. I'm done.
I know you're my agent and you want to pitch me something, but what's love got to do with it?
It's just a secondhand emotion.
If you want me to work with you, I need to know how proud you will be, Mary. Mary, proud Mary, how proud? Yes, proud Mary. Yes, that. I just want to make sure you knew who you were. Proud Mary. Keep rolling. I am trying to be one of the headliners for this new venture called Appetizer Audience.
We don't need another hero, but we need you.
Honey, I'm with you, river deep, kidney high. You can have mine.
Oh, thank you. I only had 2, but you never know when you need a third.
I'm going to save you.
Edit!
I like the pot in the middle.
Thank you.
Yes. Even though, as your mother, Felicia Rashad, I prefer a nice bang.
I understand. I've tried to do it your way, the 80s, the 90s, and I just really want to be of the times, you know? Like, this is my time. After being the namesake of a character in Insecure, I have to take this moment. I am Condola, you know?
Condola? Oh,
yes.
Man. Yep.
Is that you, Facilia? Can I get your autograph, Miss Rashid?
Yes, I'm having dinner with my daughter. She's having a bit of an identity crisis because she was the villain on Insecure, named after was her name Constance? We don't care. The fans don't like her. But here, take my autograph.
I'm so sorry to bother you. I have a FedEx package for Canola Rashad.
Oh my God.
Canola. Is there a Canola Rashad here?
It's Condola.
There's a Condola. Has it been checked? Because, if it's hate mail, I can't take that again.
Oh,
it's not Condola from Insecure. It's Condola Rashad, my daughter.
Canola. Yeah, here you go.
Tag on everybody with Felicia Rashad.
I'm hello, Felicia, not bye, Felicia. It's with a P. It's with a P, Felicia. The original was always spelled with a P, you know.
I know I'm just your TV daughter, and
wait, which one?
The one who wants to have big fun with the wretched in Baltimore. Big fun.
Denise?
The other one.
Hi, I'm Rudy, and I want to tell you that this is Vanessa, my sister.
Vanessa, I was going to say that next. Hey, Vanessa. Thanks, Rudy. I love you.
I had big fun with the wretched, but I just want you to know I apologize. I did not mean to go ho. I didn't mean to ho either.
Ooh,
and go hot insane.
I'm Denise, and I did mean. No, I'm joking.
Back to the hangout.
Yeah. Thank you, Trish, for also getting in on the mispronunciation of a name. Thank you much.
Oh, good times here at the hangout here at this Improv, baby. And some deep cuts with some TV shows I probably need to rewatch just so I can remember in more detail and have more fun with those. And speaking of deep cuts, We have a deep cut for you here at this Improv, baby. We don't tell women's stories enough, even though we are women and we talk here. We need to hear about some more unsung heroes, and we're going to play it back. So this is a special rebroadcasting deep cut of untold stories featuring women who've made a difference in all of our lives. And with that, take it away.
It's time for stories you haven't heard before. It's time for stories that leave you wanting more. These are historical, they are actual, very factual. Untold stories, untold stories, untold stories.
The untold stories are very important, but important things need to happen so the important stories can be told. Don't worry, loves. We'll be there. It's not like that other time where the vortex opened up and swallowed the whole team. Right? It's not like that time. We're still here. We're just making sure things happen.
It's time for stories you haven't heard before. It's time for stories that leave you wanting more. These are historical, they are actual, very factual. Untold stories, untold stories, untold stories.
This is normal.
Good evening. I am Dr. Shirley May Bell Jackson. Hopefully I'm coming in clear for everybody here in TV land. I have been selected as the guest host for this edition of Untold Stories. I have been an educator for quite a few years, and you may know me from my work with Not Your Little Friend. I have been an educator in the deepest part of the South, and I would teach the children, okay? And I would rear them and guide them as well as the neighbor kids. But when they began to get too comfortable, I have to remind them, I am not their little friend. I am there to help them learn and to grow and to be better people, but I am not your friend. We will not joke in the hee-haw. We will keep things serious. Now, that is my story, and we are going to hear from two pioneered trailblazing women today. But first, we're going to see their video. The first guest. Let's take a look at their video.
Hey. Eyes up here. Here's what you don't understand, okay? My name is Mildred. You might know me from around the block. I was coming home from a long day of work. The bras have just been invented at this point. It's 1923. Don't worry about it. Don't age me. So at this point, you got to understand the bras or boa constrictors in bricks with zippers. And I promise you, there's a couple of nightclub bouncers in there. They are so tight. People weren't taking them off. You put a bra on. You bought one with your mother. You kept it on until your wedding night. I'm telling you. From whatever age to whatever age, you wore the same one. And that's what it was. So one day I'm coming home, right? I'm coming home to see my Maury. I'm excited. My daughter is hungry. Okay. I've got some double Z's going on. They were kept in. And I said, between the dog barking, between Maury getting on my nerves, between my daughter being hungry, because she's hungry for one of these. She's a baby at this point. So I got to figure out how to get one out. I said, to hell with it. I'm taking it off. So I got Maury's pliers from the gardener. I get through the boa constrictors. I have to coax one out with a little saw and a recorder like. I slip a 50 to the bouncers. I tell them to get away. I finally get this bra off. I'm telling you, I've never been more comfortable in my life. So I am affectionately known as the first woman to get home at the end of the day, take off a bra, and realize what joy really is. Okay, I felt so good. I haven't put one on since. All right? Maury's used to it. What is in one zip code, what is in the other? I'm just holding them in right now for your safety. Okay? They're free. They're going to stay free. That's who I am.
That was an interesting and very riveting video with Mildred Higginbooby, the pioneer of not wearing or being relief after in the day when you let the girls go free. Great video. We're going to stop her video now so we can play the next video of our next guest. It's actually going to be a depiction of the first woman having a hot flash. You're going to see it live. Been there. That was a great video. It was painful just because she did not know what was happening at the time, because she was the first woman to experience a hot flash. And sometimes my accents, my deep South roots just come out sometimes. To experience that, she had nowhere to go. So lucky for you, we actually have the live panel here today. Come on out, Fiamma. Come on out, Mildred. And we're going to go to a more comfortable part of the studio. If you follow me. There we go. All right. Now, thank you all for joining today and telling your own untold stories. A lot of people are thinking that things just come out, things just happen, but it does not. I believe we have a question from the audience, if you don't mind partaking your wisdom with these audience here. The first question, I think we're gonna go with Mildred Higginbooth. The question we have from Tashika Campbell. She is a longtime watcher of this show, Untold Stories. And the question is, when you have big breasts, to hide in them.
It's a great question. Tashika, I want to say I love your name. It's so exotic. I love it. And I want to tell you that, truth be told, once they're free, you skip snacks and you go straight to 3-course meals. I'm not gonna, we're on TV. I want to be respectful. I may or may not have a honey baked ham going on in here. I may or may not be ready for Thanksgiving dinner at this moment. So I'm gonna say a crock pot of mac and cheese. I'm gonna say greens, you need a vegetable. Okay. I want Maury to stay healthy. And then a Cheeto, one Cheeto for the baby. We'll do fine.
Mildred, that is very interesting that you have the snacks and you also have some for the babies. But hopefully you keeping those boundaries with those and let them know that you're not their little friend. Like you give them the food.
I do my best. I do my best. That's what I do.
Now, Fiamma, I appreciate we have the air very cool in the studio, so hopefully that's helping. Can you let us know exactly what were you doing while the first hot flash came upon you? What did you think was happening? You know now, but what did you think was happening?
That is such a good question, Shirley. Shirley. Oh, I hear jubilant laughter. I love that. Actually, I had just concluded jubilantly laughing. I was walking along, minding my own beeswax, when all of a sudden, great Scott! What behold! A warm wave of energy overtook my head. The next thing I knew, a bead of sweat started to form. And then 2, and then 3. Mind you, in those days, we didn't have numbers, so I was making them up at the time.
Mm.
People don't realize we got arithmetic because of old Fiamma Flamme's bead sweat-inducing hot flashes.
Mm.
Anywho, there I was when great Scott! Even more sweat started pouring out, and then I felt myself to be on fire, and I was moved to speak when I uttered the first human words, which were, "My God, I'm having a hot flash!"
Wow. I can't even imagine.
Now, I know that you can, it's probably hard to tell my age. I'm trying to let the gray grow a little bit. I try to cover. I don't, I'm just getting clubbed. I like to still pass as one of the youths when I can. But not one of their little friends. Not one of their. I'm there to help guide them.
Yeah.
Tell them what they did and what they did not do because they don't know.
Right.
And that is why I have been the principal, district superintendent of the South schools, and to make sure these children stay in line. Now, Fiamma, there's a question. I hope it's not too personal. The question is there a Mr. Flamme?
Oh, that's a great question. Yes. There was, of course, a Mr. Flamme. There was even another Mrs. Flamme. Unfortunately, before I learned how to curb my flames, I took them out when I had combusted.
Are you telling me you killed your husband? Just from the bare heat? Oh my gosh.
I melted him.
I'm going to call Maury after the show. He's got a friend, he's got a cousin, and he's got an enemy, and I think any one of them would be great for you.
A double date would be, I think that would be great with the boob and the flames, and I think it's a good combination. Before you ladies go, we have a special, we had a contest here at Untold Stories now. And
here's some water.
Are you all right? I've got a towel here if you need something.
We good. There we go.
I'm gonna need that back. It's actually our tablecloth for dinner.
That's fair. we actually have a special guest that has been watching. Like, they are the biggest fan of Untold Stories, and they won a trip all the way here to Hoboken, Iowa, to ask their question in person. Come on out, Rita. Come on out.
Hi. 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 I just thanks for having me. I just would like to. I have a question, actually, two, and we have time. I ask you, wonderful women. Well, should I cut my hair? I haven't in 42 years. I just what your thought was. Should I be brave and cut it, or just keep the status quo and letting it grow? And also, I guess I can ask my second one, which is, what's your feeling about chocolate, in particular vanilla smoked dark chocolate? Thank you.
That Rita is a unique one, I'll say. Rita, thank you for watching. Number one fan of Untold Stories. You're going to get Higgin Booby. If you could take the first question regarding the haircut of young Rita.
Yeah. Rita, I want to say it's good to meet you. It's important that you live your truth. It's hard. I don't know that I'd run into you on the street and recognize you because I can't see a thing. That being said, okay, as the first woman, I think of myself as a little bit of a pioneer, a little bit of a trailblazer, okay? Because my ladies are out free. So I think if my ladies can be out free, they're kind of free to set you free, to have you feel that you can be yourself enough and let the hair fly. So if these ladies can fly, then your follicles can fly, and you got to do you. How you see walking down the street, that's not my business. I can't get involved. But if you don't want to cut your hair, you don't do it. Because I haven't put on a bra since 1979, and I like it. And I'm going to tell you, Maury likes it as well. I'm going to tell you, Maury likes it. So whoever you're into, if they like a hairy situation, you're good. You're golden, whether or not they like it. But I promise you, you'll find somebody, okay? Because I haven't seen those uncles since I ran into one of them with one of these. So I assume they're still around. We're going to get Flame with somebody. We're going to get Rita with somebody. And I'm not putting on a bra. And that's the bottom line.
And you shouldn't. Bras are not your little friend.
No.
Never. Not at all. Fiamma Flame, pardon the South. If you could perhaps answer the second part of the question for young Rita. Well, to be honest, I don't know how old Rita is because their face was covered by mostly follicles and whatnot. But youthful spirit of Rita. What did you think about white smoke dark chocolate?
First of all, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Oh my God! Oh, great Scott! The thought of white smoke dark chocolate is giving me the worst hot flash in the world.
And thanks for watching Untold Stories. I've been your whole Dr. Shirley Maybell Jackson, and I'm here to make sure that y'all know that the stories of these women are real. They on fire. They got the boobies hanging out, and we are not your little friends. Okay? We out of here.
Untold stories. Untold stories. Untold stories. Giving you what you want.
Hello, and welcome to Id Talk, coming at you from Vaginarific, Virginia.
It's time for stories.
Oh, heavens. My producer, if you could come on here a minute, I've got a couple things to say to you really quickly, right in front of the audience. My producer, if you can come in.
Hey, no worries. We're getting everything together here. Producer of the year, Chrissy Appleton. Chrissy Appleton.
Person Appleton, if I could just say that in front of all of our esteemed guests who have come to Ib Talk, you're fired after this if things don't improve. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I have my updated resume and been quietly quitting since I started.
Awesome. I appreciate your zippiness. Excellent. Well, folks, I'm sorry to keep you waiting because of the technical difficulties. Technology. We are here at Ib Talk to discuss all things women-owned, related, and invented with. So without further ado, we're going to have three wonderful, wonderful speakers here this evening. And our formats can be a little bit different than you're used to seeing, but that's what we do here at Ib Talk. We innovate. So our first speaker will be speaking to you about invisible glass.
Hello, my name is Professor Bewildered. I am located at the Mediocre State University, MSU, being wildly average since 1862. Today, I am here to speak to you about the mediocre invisible glass. So let's go right away. So, yes, with the glass, you see, it's invisible. And that's what makes it special. So, because it's invisible, you can see many things. Like, for instance, the guy who shares the cubicle next to you. You could see what a terrible haircut he's got here. I mean, this is something terrible, something mean that was bestowed upon him. Now, unless you did the haircut. Now, if you did the haircut, then maybe you just want to use the invisible glass to admire your work. Because, I know sometimes I like to admire my work. I will look at a paper and be like, damn, that was a good paper. Let me look at it again for funsies. So, of course, if you are like, man, that's a fantastic haircut, then you know something, then you use the invisible glass. Now, I know what you're saying. Isn't all glass invisible? No. Some glasses have color. Some glasses have Bluey on it, which is a fabulous Australian show. Yes. And then some are invisible. Does it hurt when you run into it? Oh, it hurts me all the time, but that's because I am part bird. But that is okay. So again, invisible glass, which was invented by a woman in 1898 in Hazlitt, New Jersey. Hazlitt, New Jersey. Have you ever heard of Hazlitt, New Jersey? No, of course you haven't. Okay, because it is in the tiniest part of New Jersey, which is a somewhat tiny state. But she invented invisible glass so that you can admire the work that you did on your cubicle mate. So if you have any other questions, please check out my social medias and also check out my papers because I am often published. Thank you very much.
Oh, B. Thank you for the term funsies. It always makes my night. And also,
it's very educational.
Thank you for popping back on. Also, maybe later we could discuss how I have heard of Hazlitt, New Jersey. My ancestors, who may or may not be Italian, may have lived there and had some dealings there.
Many Italians are there right now.
Yeah, there might be some of the poof ancestors there. Anyway, without further ado, I'd love to bring on our next speaker here. Before I do, producer Pendleton, if you want to come on here, you're just throwing shit slides, just throwing them up, just putting them up.
Once again, this is my form of quiet quitting. You cannot stop the revolution.
All right. You know what, though? If you don't get it together by the
quiet quitting was invented in Hazlitt, New Jersey.
Great. This has gone great. Vagina-rific Virginia will never be the same after this ib talk. Anyway, my point was going to be, if you don't, get things better, I won't pay you. Anywho, without further ado, our next speaker is going to be speaking about all things signal flames.
Hi, it's me. Thanks for buying a ticket. I'm talking about signal flame. Slide. Another victim. That's right. I said it the way I said it. Another victim of the signal flame. For the light attracts all of us. We're all attracted to the light. Primarily animals, primarily squirrels. But guess what? They ain't dead. They sleeping. They sleeping. That's all. Slide. Or it's just more slide. Yeah. Another victim of a signal flame here. Now I'm gonna sit down. Oh yeah. Wait a second. Toby? That looks like my ex. I can tell by the torso to toe ratio. I told him to watch out. Once you leave Gladys Gretchendom, you might not make it out alive, so don't leave my bedroom. You hear? Slide! Oh no! Oh no, another ex. I didn't know the producers would be bringing up my past. Anyway, let me take it back. A signal flame, what it does is it appears to be the sunshine, but it's not. Sometimes people think it's artificial light. Sometimes they think it's natural light. They can't help but be attracted to it. Sometimes they burn, sometimes they sleep, sometimes they end up spinning signs dressed up as a mascot on the side of the sidewalk. Charles, my ex. All right, other way, if you want my personal information, go out for dinner or something, just call me. I see y'all later. Follow me on all the medias.
Oh, sorry, I was late. I had to remove Mrs. Pendleton from the building. She's screwing up too much. Gladys, that was amazing.
I snuck back in, but I'll be quiet.
Great. So anyway, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, Gladys, a lot of talk about your personal life, which is amazing. I love bringing the personal into Ip Talk. However, did you not notice the squirrel with the huge nut at the beginning? No one else is going to bring that up? Okay.
It was an acorn.
Still a nut. Anyway, giant nut. He's laying on his big ass nut. Is anyone else? No?
You nasty.
I am. Henrietta Poof is a nasty girl. Okay, anyway. Our third
I would like to rescind my formal resignation. And I would like to
have you our third speaker. Stop sleeping in the back row. There's going to be a quiz later. Okay. I've saved the best for last because you've heard of it. You've played many versions of it, but our third speaker is going to tell us about everything Monopoly.
Hello, everybody. I want to thank you first. I do have books at the back. I am Rel Mobbins, and I am the author of the Make Them Theory. Forget letting them, you're making them this year. Listen, Monopoly is a game. Life is not a game. Monopoly is not. Wait. Life is not a game. Monopoly is. But you can learn something from it if you what? Make them. Monopoly.
I apologize. The Pendleton is so gone, and I'm so sorry. She mixed it up on purpose. I know she did. Continue.
The point. Listen, when you make them typos, you make them Monopoly, you make it. I've got one and one slide only to illustrate my point. It is all encompassing. I need to see it right now. That's right. That's right. You think that you can just stand in a line. You think that life is something that's just going to face you and indicate that you're the winner. But no, there's 7 more like you standing right behind you, waiting to take your spot. Unless you monopolize your resources. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? This woman, this one in the front says, "Oh, I'm the little boy that's going to win the game." There are 6 more. They're all wearing blue. They're standing in front of blue. You might be blue until you, what is it, folks? Make them. You got to make them listen. You got to make them. You think these kids wanted to wear the same clothes? Or did their mother? Can the producer put the mic to the people? What? Make them. Absolutely. You've got to make them. Monopoly is a game of control. All right. Now, we may not like monopolies in our government. We may not like monopolies in, people saying, "Oh, I may have plagiarized a concept here or there from people who have established them." But it doesn't matter. Rel doesn't care about those things. These 7 individuals don't care. You think they care that they're wearing mom jeans at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and all the way down to age 6? I don't think so. If you want to win at the game of life, you got to learn to play Monopoly, not life. It's called Monopoly. Monopoly if you want. Make them. And my books are available at the back. Thank you so much.
Rel, thank you very much for that. And again, apologies for the slide. If I could just also apologize for my family photo that my producer thought was going to be funny to put up. Again, I have an Italian heritage, and my parents believed in the rhythm method. It doesn't work. Okay. Thank you for Ib Talk. It is me, Henrietta Poof, taking you out here from Vaginarific, Virginia. We hope you enjoyed it. Back to the hangout.
The best game.
Number 1. All right. Congratulations to all the Ip Talk talkers. I am so surprised we were able to get them in such short notice. I'm sorry for Trish. You had the reindeer hump for Trish.
Way to go, Larry.
Speaking of reindeer and Trish, that sounds like a royal time. And speaking of a royal time, we're gonna go. And with that, we're gonna go to our end of the line game. Hello. We are playing Queen of Things. We are royalty. However, we still like to giggle. The way this game works is we will get an item from things that came from women. Perhaps if we could see the list, Lord Larry of Streeterton of the Women's War. Thank you. These are things that came from women. You is one of them. So these are things we will be using as inspiration for our game, Queen of Things. The way it works, as an example, let's say we're talking about GPS. We will say, hey, did you hear about the Earl of GPS?
No, no.
Let's just say he's lost his way.
Oh.
So we will get started. It looks like we have a message from the royal servant. Oh, thank you. Take it away. Take it away, I say. We will start with aquariums.
I would like to know, have you heard of Lord Aquarium?
What is it?
Well, I'm hardly a gossip, but I did hear that he's a bit underwater.
Oh, have you heard about the Earl of Aquarium?
No.
No.
Apparently, his beard and the circumstances were fishy.
Have you heard about the Earl of Aquarium?
No.
Have you heard about the Earl of Aquarium?
No.
Have you heard about the Earl of Aquarium?
No.
Get
it out.
What?
I have no memory.
Have you perhaps heard of the Jester of Aquarium?
No.
You know.
Well, let's just say he's all wet.
No.
What?
If I could please, have you heard of the King of Aquarium?
No.
Listen, everyone thought he was funny and said yes. I said, piranha.
Have you
On the contrary, you.
heard of the Queen of Aquarium?
Oh, indeed.
What? Tell us.
I heard her relationship was rocky.
Nah.
Yes, with the rocks at the bottom. Oh, yes, I see it.
It seems to have a new thing here. Hold on. Take it away. Take it away. It looks like we have something on Wi-Fi. Have you all heard about the Lady of Wi-Fi?
No, not indeed.
No.
Turns out she has trouble connecting.
You know, that actually reminds me. Have you? I keep wanting to say y'all. I'm not sure what Somalian that comes from. But I'd like to know if you ladies have heard of the Duchess of Wefindium, known shortly as Wi-Fi.
No.
Well, it was a bit fuzzy.
Have you heard of the Princess of Wi-Fi?
No.
I heard she was in quite a hot spot.
Look at the cards, Lady Trish.
If I may, have you heard of the Barrister of Wi-Fi?
Not
No. Well, apparently, he never passed the bar.
I see.
Well, it looks like we have a final note. We have a final note, ladies.
Was it truly our last one? Oh.
I'm sorry.
I'm just expressing disdain that it's our last one, as this is so.
Oh yes. I too have some full of sorrow. We have chocolate chip cookie. Have you perhaps heard of the Queen of Chocolate Chip Cookies?
No.
No. Tell us.
Let's just say she's easy to crumble.
Oh my.
I have a bit of tea.
Ooh.
Have you heard of the Duke chocolate chip cookie.
No.
We haven't seen him because he's set sail on the SS Chips Ahoy.
That is a long journey. That is a long journey.
It's so
But
far
it was
away.
worth it. It was worth it.
Have you heard about the queen of the chocolate chip cookie?
Oh no, no.
She got in trouble for looking at Duncan's Hines.
Oh.
I will let you know. The Prince of Chip Chocolate.
Yes.
Have you heard?
No.
Tell us.
Well, it's told that he was baking and he still came out quite soft.
Oh, have you heard about the Count of Chocolate Cookie?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
I have not.
please.
Well, apparently, he ate something that was a little suspect, and he ended up with the Hershey Squirts.
Oh, Ned! With that,
Dang.
that we return to the royal hangout. Post haste. And that was our show, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for being in the chat. Shout out to Larry of Kansas Media for helping out with the things. Things got a little hairy with technology and such, but we do what we do. And
You mean a little Prince Harry?
yeah, is he still a prince? Anywho, we're gonna say our adieus and farewells and learn more where you can see these lovely faces once again.
Hi, I'm Shamara. This is a delight. This was a moment of improv. I've never done this before, and I think I might wear it all the time. You can find me on Instagram, Shamara_SHAMARAH with a little one of those lines.
Oh, hello, everyone. It's me, Robin. The song you're hearing, actually, one of my former students could play it very well on cello. Thank you. Also, instead of me talking about me, I'd like to point out some wonderful things about my lovely, lovely team. Tia, you make me laugh, and that whole slides made me chuckle out loud, but on mute. Crystal, that hair, did you take the time to braid it? Crystal's wig selection is on point. The Tina Turner one was amazing. Trish, the way you throw it back to Hazlet, New Jersey, and everything wonderful about that section of the world makes me giggle. Shamara, your ability to make things up so quickly and just take it all the way makes my heart happy. Love you all.
Hi, I'm Trish. When I'm not in Hazlet, New Jersey, next month, I will be in Tony and Tina's wedding in Red Bank, New Jersey, because I don't play the stereotypes enough.
Who does? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this was very fun. Thank you so much, y'all. Y'all are all amazing. Where you can catch me, so I host a show. It's improv inspired by old school hip hop and R&B called No Diggity. And so if you want to stay on track with that, find out when we're having shows, No Diggity Improv on Instagram. So at No Diggity Improv. And then I am leading a workshop, a Peas in a Pod workshop at Crossroads Comedy. So if you go Xroads Comedy, just Google that, or you can follow them on Instagram as well. I also perform with Night Shift and at Sawubona Creativity Project. And yeah, this was so fun.
Wait, okay, so I'm Crystal. I do stuff. There's a workshop May 3rd if you're in the Park Forest, Illinois area. Also, June 27th, 28th, that will be Fan Fest in Baltimore. So big fun with the Wretched in Baltimore at the 27th, 28th. And the last Tuesday of the month, you can find me and anyone who is brave enough here for the Make 'em Ups. Continue to watch, like, subscribe, share. Thank the audience. And thank you all again. Shout out to Larry in the background, making all the things happen. He's quiet, but he's there. All right. See y'all next time.
Yeah.